Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. I'm Adam, hope you guys are doing well. This is the preview for arguably Manchester United's biggest game of the season so far. Unless, is the EFL Cup final bigger than this one? Maybe, because some silverware was on the line. But this is a huge game in perspective of Manchester United's season. Win this or draw this and we're through to the final in Stockholm and we're one game away from that guaranteed spot in next season's Champions League. Fail to do that and United have no chance of Champions League football. Well, we have a slight chance in the Premier League, but it's not happening in the Premier League, is it? It's happening in the Europa League or nothing. So United need to do it against Celta Vigo tomorrow. Thank you guys for getting in the comments. We got my old mate Aman in the comments. We got Nigel back in the comments. He's always in the comments. Al Doctor 69, how are you doing, mate? Jordan's back in the comments. Joel, Zane, and much more in the comments as well. But how are you guys feeling ahead of the game against Celta Vigo? Jose Mourinho was at his press conference ahead of the game, and Jose Mourinho is saying that the players that recently got injured, Young, Shaw, Fosu Mensah, will not be back this season. So they join Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Marcus Rojo out for the rest of the season. Having said that, he has said United's squad is fit and ready to go apart from those guys. So United have no extra injury worries going into this game, which is great news. And we saw a few of the younger lads training with the squad as well. The likes of Alasundi, the likes of Willock as well, training with that first team squad. Tuanzebe continue to do so, Dimitri Mitchell. So we're seeing an influx of youth training with the first squad because of these injuries, which is always a good thing as well. And they are, of course, already registered for the Europa League if they are required. They shouldn't be required. After that Arsenal game, Manchester United rested a few players. Paul Pogba didn't play. Rashford and Jesse Lingard came off the bench. And those two players have seemed, in some bigger games, they have been tactical players for Jose Mourinho. Eric Bailly also didn't play as well. Antonio Valencia got a rest. So a few key players for Manchester United were rested at the weekend. And that could be key going into this game as well. Boss Ibrahim says, hope we don't get a transfer ban. Now that is in relation to the Paul Pogba transfer being investigated by FIFA. But I would relax about United getting a transfer ban. That is unlikely to happen. And I don't think the finger is really being pointed at Manchester United here. It's more Raiola. So I wouldn't worry about it from a Manchester United or Paul Pogba perspective in terms of the future and United's future transfers. United will be okay. John Gary Navida's back in the comments. Thank you for joining us again. Acid Phase is back. Rifaz, Breeze, DNZHH is back as well. I was going to try to say that as one word, but it didn't happen. Garrison's in the comments and Sam Scholes. And we've got Savar from Iceland too. We always get random places and Iceland's in as well. So nice to have you guys joining us today. Thank you as well for watching Bushcam. I've seen a few comments about Bushcam so far. Jaden says he pissed in a bush. I've pissed in a bush as well, but we did do Bushcam today for Full-Time Devils, so go and check that out. But yeah, ahead of this game against Celta Vigo, it's a huge game for Manchester United. And in my opinion, it's even bigger than that EFL Cup final because we need to get into that Europa League final. Getting through to the Champions League through the Europa League means we go straight into the group phase, which is great. We don't have to go into the preliminary qualifiers like we would if we went into 4th position. That's not excusing the league form, but it's a benefit of going through the Europa League. So we'd get straight through to the group phases of the Champions League. And the size of this game is magnified when you take into consideration what it means for next season. Because like I've said before on these streams before as well, if Manchester United aren't in the Champions League next season, we have no chance of winning the league in my opinion, because we'll be in the Europa League. Having won the EFL Cup, that means we're definitely in the Europa League regardless of where we finish. So if we're in the Europa League next season, that's going to have a knock-on effect on our league form. And I wouldn't want that to happen. So I don't want to see that at all. Zayad says, do you think we'll see Bailly and Tuanzebe at centre-half? I don't think we will, but I would love for that to happen. And I'll give my full team prediction a little bit later on today. Boss Ibrahim has asked for that, and I'll give you my team prediction a little bit later on today. Jaden's a new subscriber. Thank you for getting subscribed. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, then please do hit that subscribe button. You'll get all the notifications when we do go live and all the notifications when I upload videos as well. We'll have content up from Old Trafford tomorrow after the game. But like I was saying, in terms of that 11, I think he should play Tuanzebe and Eric Bailly at centre-half. I think Smalling and Jones haven't quite shown that they can be relied on. I think Tuanzebe, when he started against Arsenal, who are better than Celta Vigo, he showed that he can stand up when the pressure's on. He was playing up against one of the best players in the Premier League in Alexis Sanchez, and he pocketed him. So I would like to see Tuanzebe start and keep his spot, but at his preferred position at centre-half. Bring Valencia back in at right-back. That would allow Daley Blind to play left-back with Ashley Young out, Rojo out, Luke Shaw out. It's all either Darmian or Blind. I'd rather see Blind at left-back. So I would go for Tuanzebe and Bailey, but I don't think Jose Mourinho would do that. Jose Mourinho isn't the kind of guy to rush younger players and force them into bigger games when he doesn't necessarily need to. And I can't see him doing that at the moment. No Smalling, please, says Nitin. I saw Rooney in the new kit. Is he staying next season? He wasn't used in the main advertisements, but he was interviewed today for the press conference. Now, he did obviously have a picture in the new kit. That's no surprise. David De Gea was used in the new kit launch as well. Question marks over whether he'll be here next season. But Wayne Rooney was interviewed during the press conference and the pre-match stuff for the game tomorrow. He said he wants to win the Europa League. He wants to be at Manchester United next season. And I'm sure he's going to say that. But he wants to be playing football next season as well. And that I think is a big marker as well. That he wants to play football. The fact that he wants to play football, he can't be guaranteed game time here at Manchester United. Manchester United will be moving forward. You hear links to other players like James Rodriguez who could potentially be coming and others. And all these players are better than Wayne Rooney at the moment. So Wayne Rooney, whether he'll be playing week in, week out, isn't guaranteed next season. And the fact that he said that, I think, will play into his decision to stay. And I still don't think he'll be here next season. But, of course, stranger things have happened. And like Swish says, Pogba advertised Juventus' last kit before he left. Simon Bennett says opinions on the new kit. I love the new kit. I love the new retro pattern as well. And I always love a black away kit. I like the blue ones. Some of my favourite kits have been the blue ones. But the black ones do something. They're really nice. And that is a quality kit. Nigel says he still loves Rooney. I still love Rooney for what he's done as well. But I think you have to be ruthless. I think if you look at one of our greatest manager, the greatest manager of all time, Sir Alex Ferguson, he was ruthless. He was always ruthless. And even when it hurt, he made sure that, he made decisions that benefited the team. Manchester is Red says, where we'll be doing the fan cams. We'll be doing it near Sir Alex Ferguson Way tomorrow. We do move around quite a bit because we like to catch a different crowd and different people and get different faces on it. Of course, we have the regulars as well. Steve, Dave, Abdullah, Statman Dave, etc., etc. We have all those regulars, Charlie and so on. But it's always great to get a new face. Manchester is Ready. If you want to come down, it's on Sir Matt Busby Way. Sir Alex Ferguson Way, on the corner, just where the grass verges. So we'll be there after the game tomorrow. Martial needs to step up, is a comment in there from Boss Ibrahim again. Is it possible to get on a fan cam, says Sam Scholes? Yes, anybody can come down to get on a fan cam. We don't only interview the same people. If you check out Full Time Devils every game, there's always a different person on there, and they're not necessarily the same person every single week. Like I said, we do have regulars, but it's not always the same people. So feel free to come down. Hamza says we should play Romero, Valencia, Bailey, Blind, Darmian, Herrera, Pogba, Matty, Mickey, Marshall, and Rashford. So the triple M in behind Marcus Rashford. That sounds like a good team. You missed Matt on a Sunday during the Bush Cam. What's your take on him? All these younger players are very talented. That younger side play a great brand of football. And they're all very, very, very intelligent and very technical. The thing is, do they get the right opportunities? Do they take those opportunities? Players develop at different times. Some players will develop later on in their careers. You look at Jesse Lingard. He went on loan a few times before he got his proper opportunities. People still look at him as a younger player because he's relatively new to the first team. But he is about 25, 26. So he developed a little bit later in his career. Someone like Wayne Rooney, and they start flying from the off. So it depends. It's so difficult with these younger players. Over the years, yeah, I've said that we've got this player, that can come through. I looked at the likes of David Petrucci, Giuseppe Rossi, Sylvain Ebanks-Blake, Fraser Campbell. We've had so many great players down the years in our younger teams, and I'm not saying they weren't quality because they didn't make it at Manchester United, and there's plenty of names that I've left out as well. Adnan Januzaj is another one. Federico Makeda. It's how hard they work once they get to the team. One of the great things about Marcus Rashford is he keeps working, he keeps striving to improve. Federico Makeda did an interview recently where he said he was gutted that he didn't keep training as hard as he did before he got in the first team, because if he did that, he would have had more of a chance, and he does regret that. So you got to keep working hard, man, when you get into this first team. Jasmine, thank you for getting in the comments. Jesse's 24. Sorry if I got his age wrong. Fellaini or Zidane, who's better? Oh, that's a difficult choice, isn't it? Sandeep, how are you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. What's your score predictions for the game tomorrow, guys, as well? Get your score predictions in. So as we've heard from Jose Mourinho, there's no extra injury worries to be concerned with. What kind of team do I think will start? I think we'll see David De Gea in goal. I think we'll see Valencia at right back. I think we'll see Bailey Blind at centre half with Darmian at left back. I think we'll see Fellaini, Herrera and Pogba. I think we'll see Rashford up top. I think we'll see Mata. No, I think we'll see Lingard and Mata. So that's the team that I think we'll see. There's a lot of confidence in these predictions as well. I'm seeing 3-0, 2-0. A lot of confidence. 1-1 from Jaden. Someone else said 0-0. Sorry, it's moving quite quickly here. But a lot of confidence in the comments at the moment. But just to repeat my predicted lineup, I think David De Gea will come into the Europa League team. We've seen Sergio Romero mainly in here. Kept a lot of clean sheets as well. I think he's 9 in 12 games. And I do think De Gea will come in. I don't know why. I think because we didn't wrap that game up in Celta Vigo. At Celta Vigo, in Vigo. I think he'll play De Gea. So I think we'll see De Gea. Could be Romero. I may be wrong on that. But the rest of the team, I'd go with Valencia. Bailey Blind is who I think Jose will pick. I would pick Tuanzebe and Bailey and put Blind at left back. But I think he'll go with Bailey, Blind, and then Darmian at left back. Fellaini, Herrera, Pogba, because Fellaini is suspended in the league. He's been rested for the Europa. So Fellaini, Herrera, Pogba, Rashford, Lingard, and Mata. That's the team that I'm going with. Someone keeps asking, what country am I from? I'm born in England. I'm from England. What next? If you mean what's my background, then my mum and dad are born in England too. But my mum's background's Irish, and my dad's background is my dad's family are Gujarati Indian. So I am a mixed heritage, but both my parents are born in England, and I'm born here too. Richard, how are you doing, mate? Thank you for getting involved. Namaste, says Sanjay. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Would love us to score more than one. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, mate? That would be really nice. Scoring more than one. Will Pogba be suspended for the final if he gets a yellow? I'm not sure by that, you know. Let me have a check. I don't think so. Nah, there's nothing on it in the preview on the United side, so I don't think so. Curtis says he thinks it'll be 3-1 to Manchester United. I don't watch IPL, no, so I don't have a team, unfortunately. Demos Irwin. I thought that said Dennis Irwin then, but it says Demos Irwin or Demos Irwin. Sorry if I said that wrong, but thank you for getting involved. I can only speak English to any degree in a conversation, and I can hardly speak English, so now I'm struggling with other languages, which is really, really poor, isn't it? People are asking for my defensive, my midfield, and my attacking signings. I'd go with... It's hard, you know. I want Griezmann, but I like Lukaku as well. I'd go for them both. And then like midfielders, I like Saul Niguez, I like Toni Kroos, I like Modric. But a lot of these guys are unattainable. Mubarak is all the way in Somalia. How you doing, mate? Thank you. We've had a few Somalians in here. That's great stuff, man. I love how far we reach in this thing, in these live streams. That's absolutely mint. I've got a map somewhere, which my missus bought me, which I'm supposed to scratch off when I head to parts of the planet. So it's like an atlas, and I got to scratch shit off it, yeah. But what I may do is use it to scratch off whenever we get people in certain countries in our live streams. What do you reckon to that? I may bring that out in one of my later streams, so we'll keep that in mind. Jose says, Ajax looking very strong and confident side with a lot of youth. Yes, we will have to keep one eye on them if we get to the final. And I think the important thing for Manchester United is we have to get to the final. It's that simple. We can't be fucking around. We need Champions League football next season. We need Champions League football next season. Without Champions League football next season, we're not winning the league. We're not challenging for the league. We'll probably find it difficult to finish in the top 4 again. It's absolutely written off our season here. We've got people from Belfast, Ghana, New Zealand, all sorts, man. I don't care where you're from, but thank you for getting involved. Josh says he's watching from the Antarctica, but I'm not convinced he is because I'm sure, yeah, he said he's from somewhere else before. Our doctor says he's from Iowa, US, and he's smoking up. Go on, lad. Do I like biryani, says Zane. Sometimes. I'm not a huge rice fan. I'd rather just go straight for meat and naan bread and all that, but I might do, if I'm extra hungry, have a little bit of rice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this game, man, no fucking around for Manchester United. We simply have to go there. We have to go through by hook or by crook. And I hope we get an early goal. If we can get an early goal, that is absolutely beautiful. An early goal would settle us down so nicely, because if they score again, yes, it's a worry, because if they score 2, then United are going out if we lose 2-1. But if we score 1, I find it hard to believe they're going to score 2 without them opening up so much as to leave spaces at the back for us to expose. So if we can get an early goal, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. I've seen Philippines, France, Barbados, Singapore. You guys are absolute legends. But yeah, man, guys, I will be back tomorrow with a review and reaction to the game. If I get home in a decent time, then I'll also do an aftermath live straight after the game. Well, not straight after the game, but when I get home. But it's very unlikely because I usually get home at about 1:30, and I don't know if anybody will be tuning in then. So what I'll do is I'll probably save the aftermath live for Friday and go with it then. But I will have my reaction up from Old Trafford as soon as I've finished fan cams. So make sure you keep it locked for that. Subscribe, like and share as well. Remember the news from the press conference. No extra injury worries, although Young, Shaw, Fosu Mensah will be out for the remainder of the season with Zlatan and Rojo. So United have got no issues. A draw or a win, United are through to that final in Stockholm. A 1-0 defeat, we go to extra time. 2-1, 3-2, anything else to Celta Vigo, we go out. It's that simple for Manchester United. Win and follow, because United are going to Stockholm. And I'm confident we will be going to Stockholm. I think United will make it easy for us tomorrow, and I'm going for a comfortable 2-0 win. Is that even comfortable these days? It would be though, right? It would be no heart attacks for me. Guys, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow when hopefully I haven't had a heart attack. For now, I'm out of here.